The more I knew about the setup and how much room we had, and it seems like behind Chad Sarl, the one where he was going to ride, the run fit better behind the black. He's a little bit faster, and kind of angles-wise, it worked a little better. I kind of quit riding Lex just because I was afraid I was going to want to get on him. So honestly, I turned him right back out, and I hadn't even touched him in about a month. So I didn't even want the opportunity to get on him. So.
This is Season 3 of The Score, the Team Roping Journal's regular podcast, where the team roping world talks. We've told the stories of some of the greatest cowboys, horses, and moments in the sport, and we're so far from done. In 2020, we'll bring you more of what you've come to expect, like interviews with the best cowboys and cowgirls we know, and we'll dive even deeper into subjects you care about. Look for more audio editions of the Team Roping Journal stories you might have missed in print, and learn about the great horses shaping the sport and great challenges facing our industry. All this and more in 2020. I'm Chelsea Schaefer. Hey everybody, welcome to round 9 of The Score from the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo 2020 COVID-19 Arlington, Texas edition. Next to last night that we're doing this, so you'll go back to your regularly scheduled Score episodes here in a couple days. But for now, we talked to Chad Masters and Wesley Thorp and Colby, Lovell, and Paul Eaves, who split round 9 with a 3.8 second run. That was Colby and Paul's second consecutive round win. That was Chad and Wesley's first round win of the week. You might remember that Chad Masters also set the world record in round 9 back in 2009 when him and Jade Corkill were a 3-3. So Chad doesn't really like to be in this position of going for the rounds this time of year, but it's okay. He's winning a bunch of money. So Colby and Paul have won $96,096.16 world standings points because we don't actually know what the NFR is paying yet. So we're not sure the actual money total that's associated with that number, but if it's anywhere close to that in money, that's quite a bit. When this round ended, they were heartbreakingly first in the world. They are out of the average. They had an illegal head catch. They had a crossfire that we all know how everybody feels about that crossfire call. That took about $20,000 out of their pockets. That took huge, a lot of momentum out of them, out a lot of their energy out of the average efforts that they were making at the time. So that's a huge swing and quite the bummer for them and quite the heartbreaker. So yes, going into round 10, they are first in the world standings. Chad Masters and Wesley Thorp have won $63,519 this week. They are 8th and 7th in the world and 5th in the average. They've got 8 steers down and 57 and 40. So they're open sharp. They're going to win some average money as long as things go well tomorrow. So that's great. If the rodeo ended tonight, which is round 9, I'm speaking to you all on Friday the 11th, just for historical purposes, the 11th of December 2020, in case you're listening to this way sometime in the future. If the rodeo ended tonight, Luke Brown would be your world champ with $187,392.92. Second in the world would be Eric Rogers, who is winning the average right now. On the heeling side, Peyton Bray would be your world champ, and Joseph Harrison would be second by about $713. The gap on the head side is quite a bit bigger. Luke won a lot more this summer than Joseph did when they were roping with different partners. So I don't think anybody really wants to see a split world titles. Lots of things can change tomorrow night, but the chances are pretty good of a split world title. So check it out. The PRCA actually has on their website a projected world standings that kind of lines things out, but I'll look for the chance to write quite a lot more tomorrow for you all to see and look on teamropingjournal.com. We'll have some more breakdowns of scenarios that can happen, and I'll tap some of my favorite people that run numbers really well. Probably give Brady Minor a call in the morning. He always kind of can look at those scenarios. Turtle, Derek Begay, they're all really good at that kind of stuff. So I am going to tap my smart friends for that sort of stuff. We'll check back tomorrow on teamropingjournal.com, like I said. All right, without further ado, here is Chad Masters and Wesley Thorp. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Resistol. From the passionate hatters that started the company to the hardworking team working daily to produce the best quality hat a cowboy can wear, the folks at Resistol live and love the Western way of life. Not only do they respect cowboys and the Western way of life, they all live it too. That's why they say we live it every day, and why everybody wears the hats that they make. Browse the hats that they've got available at resistol.com. Shop them while you are in Arlington. They are at the Convention Center. Lots of places you can find them at NRS if you're roping at the World Series in Decatur. And remember to use the hashtag #WeLiveItEveryday when you're posting your cowboy and roping photos on Instagram and Facebook. Great, Chad. You're. Is it a good title or a bad title to be the king of round 9?
Oh, I guess it would be a good thing, because when it's going bad, it always helps to go a little bit good at the end.
A little bit better at the end?
A little bit better, yeah.
Yeah. You've made some horse changes. Talk about that between Jimmy and your sorrel.
Yep, my new horse is named Frosty. With us not knowing the situation of the barrier and the arena, I thought he would be a better bet for me to go catch all my steers, except for I missed the first one.
Yeah.
So if I was going to swap, I should have swapped in the second round, but we still didn't know how it was, but it's worked out good.
Yeah, a lot of people, guys that we've talked to this week, have told me that your sorrel horse looked great, that they really liked your sorrel horse. What was the thought process between changing to Jimmy?
I don't think he's faced as great as he needed to, and I don't know, I'm not going to say he's green, but a little bit inconsistent maybe in some areas, and I knew when we run I guess it was the 6th round, I had a pretty good steer, so I knew it was a good time to try Jimmy and see what he's going to be like.
Gotcha. And Ray J's been awesome all week, right?
He's been pretty good. He's giving me a good throw every time.
Yeah. Is Lexus sound? Is Lexus around?
He is. I actually had him ready for this, and I kind of a couple of months ago, and then the more I knew about the setup and how much room we had, and it seems like behind Chad Sarl, the one where he was going to ride, the run fit better behind the black. He's a little bit faster, and kind of angles wise, it worked a little better. I kind of quit riding Lex just because I was afraid I was going to want to get on him. So honestly, I turned him right back out, and I hadn't even touched him in about a month. So I didn't even want the opportunity to get on him. So I kind of wanted to stick with what I thought was best and leave it at that.
When Chad switched, were you like a little bit tempted, or were you staying hooked?
No, I thought we had kind of planned on the same run regardless. Jimmy's timing was good too, so I wasn't worried about switching or anything. I still kind of thought the plan, stayed the same, and how Chad's horns, his rope hits the horns, it sets the steer up, and I just kind of wanted to stick with my game plan and not venture off.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me about the run tonight. How did it come together?
Our steer was awesome. We knew that coming in, and the last 2 steers went left pretty hard and tried, and they're really hard to get around in this arena when they come left. So I just wanted to kind of take advantage of one going straight and being really good. So Chad did a good job setting him up for me.
Chad, what did it look like from your end?
I don't remember anything. I knew how good the steer was, and I knew if I could stay behind the barrier on him, he would be good. And I'm pretty sure after I nodded, I blinked out a little bit, and I didn't even know if I was out. I just knew that I'd caught up pretty fast, and just tried not to miss from then on.
Somebody told me that guys have been getting caught up faster in this setup than they thought they would. Have you felt that at any point throughout the week, like you've had too much rope out there?
Definitely, yeah, especially the first night. I was expecting to run him for a little ways, and I caught up where I caught up tonight, just wasn't ready to throw.
Yeah, what is it about this setup and these steers that's causing that to happen? Like, a lot of great guys, it seems like, have run into that problem.
Well, I think even though it's longer than it normally is, it's still pretty short barrier. It's even shorter than what we usually run during the year. So I think if you draw a pretty good steer and he leaves the chute, you can catch up pretty fast.
Gotcha. So. Congratulations, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, and thanks, guys. Here's our interview with Colby Lovell and Paul Eaves. Man, it's hard to talk to you guys tonight because there's some stuff I want to ask you about. Are you looking at anything for tomorrow night or for the end game at all? Or are you thinking about making money for your families right now?
There's really nothing to look at. I mean, we got to do, whether we're looking at the end game or wanting money for our families, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
We have to do, so, yeah, no, there's no strategy to that.
That's kind of fun, though. I mean, you get to let your hair down completely and go for it all tomorrow with an outside chance, be the spoilers.
Yeah, I don't know. We ain't looked at it, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, we really don't have. I mean, I don't have a clue. I mean,
they said if it ended tonight, you guys would be like 3rd and 5th. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that
much that can happen.
That would have to fall your way, and obviously that's not I would like to be in control of it, but we're not. So then it's just do the best you can do and try to win something.
Yeah, there's an outside chance maybe. I'm bad at math, but it looks like there could. Anyway, tell me about that steer tonight. How'd it come together?
He was good. Snow and Junior went around. I texted Paul this morning, and I told him, so we were going to draw that steer. I mean, dang, walked up there and
He did.
So it was nice.
Nice. Paul, what did it look like from your end?
It was probably that one felt the easiest, just because I think the steer was so much better. Just left leaded, slow, good, and it just felt like a everyday run.
Last night you told me that you thought you took an extra swing and you didn't quite throw when you wanted to. Tonight, was that when you wanted to throw?
Yes, that's when I wanted to throw, and it didn't affect anything last night. But yeah, that felt a lot better.
Very good. Did you guys go to the buckle ceremony last night?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. You gonna go to it again tonight, or?
Yeah, we probably will.
Good. All right, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chelsea.
Thanks so much, everybody, for listening. Have a great night.